Memphis is a modern American city with a lot going for it. I had never been there, so I was looking forward to a visit where I could check out the music scene, the food, and I actually found more than I was expecting. The first stop for me was Beale Street, where some say the blues were born. Beale Street's now become a terrific entertainment district in Memphis.
Here's a look at Beale Street in action on a Saturday afternoon.
But Beale Street really comes alive in the evening, especially on the weekends. And the music there is terrific.
Let me love you, babe. Stop for some lunch here at Miss Polly's Soul Cafe here on Beale Street in Memphis. And look at the people behind me, still busy after 1 o'clock for lunch. All the tables here at Miss Polly's have blues themes. This one's the Albert King table, and there's the Muddy Waters table. And here's the Ray Charles table. And what would a visit to Memphis be without a trip to the famous Sun Studios, where Elvis Presley invented rock and roll? And shortly after Elvis started recording here, this studio saw the likes of Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis and lots of other early rock and rollers. Great stuff here, run by Sam Phillips. Sun Studios. We're going to go inside and take a look. This cool Ford Thunderbird parked out in front of the Sun Studios. Step inside the door at Sun Studios and there's a cafe that's very busy this morning.
The first stop on the Sun Studio tour is the gallery, where there are some artifacts of Sam Phillips' early days as a recording studio operator and some of his early recordings as well, and that leads into his big finding of Elvis Presley. Then you're on the floor of the actual Sun Studio, which is surprisingly small in size, but huge in history. It was really fun to be there, and we had a great tour guide who was provided by Sun Studios. Really a lot of fun. And before we leave the music scene, in Memphis, they love their native sons. We got B.B. King back there, and of course, Elvis Presley. Elvis wasn't a native Memphian, though. Maybe you shouldn't tell that to the people from Memphis. He was actually born in Tupelo and moved to Memphis as a young child, but Elvis always thought of Memphis as his home, so maybe he is a real Memphian. Looking across the Memphis skyline, there's this huge pyramid that turns out to be a Bass Pro store. What's that about? Walking through the big Pyramid Bass Pro shop here in Memphis. This is just a huge building and it's really interesting. Of course, it's a Bass Pro store, but there's lots of other fun things in here too, including a hotel, and there's this massive elevator. That is the largest freestanding elevator in the U.S. Again, this is the big Bass Pro Pyramid building here in Memphis. Among other things, the Bass Pro store has a huge aquarium, and there was somebody there feeding the fish while I visited. We stopped at the Memphis Zoo, which has an interesting ancient Egypt motif at the entrance. There are many animals to see at the Memphis Zoo. Here's a quick look at just a few of them. Memphis is on the Mississippi River, and of course that means there will be interesting boats and river features. It also means that there's going to be bridges that can be crossed. We're getting ready to cross a bridge over the Mississippi here on the Tennessee side. Right behind us, right where the entrance to the bridge is a TV station. It's Channel 3 here in Memphis, and behind me is the entrance to the bridge, and of course on the other side of that bridge is Arkansas. So let's see if we make it all the way to Arkansas. The pedestrian bridge here in Memphis is really good. It's built alongside, and it's probably hard to see, built alongside a railroad bridge. In fact, it seems to be part of the railroad bridge, but this pedestrian part is new with very solid looking decking. It's got little holes for water to seep through and a very sturdy fence along the side of it. A tall fence, it's almost shoulder high. So it is terrific for pedestrians, and it offers an excellent view back of Memphis, and of course the Mississippi River. And here I am on the pedestrian bridge across the Mississippi. There's a train running not far from me, so that's what that roar is. And I'm right here at the Arkansas-Tennessee state line, right there. As we got to the middle of the bridge, some impressive aircraft flew directly overhead.
This looks like a B-29 World War II bomber.
And not far behind was the bomber's fighter escort.
On the Arkansas side of the bridge is all covered with the roof, and it's kind of nice to keep the sun off you on this particularly warm day. But we've now reached the Arkansas side. The bridge makes a right angle turn to the left, and now we're coming out from under the roof. There we go. And around me here is Arkansas. There's lots of trains here that cross the bridge. Okay, I'm coming up to the Tennessee side of the bridge. I crossed to Arkansas, then turned around, and I'm now back on the Tennessee side. There's a train rolling by me. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. It's rolling by me on this bridge. This is a very popular bridge for trains. And now I'm officially on the Tennessee side of this Mississippi crossing bridge here at Memphis. Walked all the way across and back. Yay me. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I, Mississippi. The Big Muddy Old Man River. I just walked across it.
I was in Memphis for only 3 days, and I was impressed at just how much there was to do there. And have I mentioned the trolley yet? Yeah, we rode the trolley one night for a couple of hours, and that was fun too. The trolley goes right past the National Civil Rights Museum at the Lorraine Motel, the location where Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968. This important stop in American history is just a few blocks from Beale Street. A must-stop for any guitar player in Memphis is the Gibson Guitar Tour. Unfortunately, Gibson doesn't let you shoot video during the tour, but there is a store there filled with lots of wonderful toys. I was in Memphis for only 3 days, but there was a lot of things to see and do. I wouldn't mind going back and seeing some of the things that I couldn't get to. Memphis, you're a fun place to visit. Hey everyone, this is Bob Kovacs. Thanks for watching.